gentlemen of the press. I know it's a general knowledge. We just saw on the social media pictures of two of our officers that were observed to be taking stuff that doesn't seem to belong to them. We don't have all the information yet, but we are speaking to the public to let you know that their action is not a representation of the LMP. This is totally against our own standards as law enforcement professionals, and it's still very early to make a full determination. As you may all be aware, we got the Professional Standard Division that is responsible to investigate police misconduct. Hence, the two officers you saw on the tape have been disrobed. They've been turned over. That's why I got the Deputy Inspector General of Police here for administration. The Professional Standard works for him. And so just turn them over to the DIGP for administration, and they're going to be forwarded to the Professional Standard for further investigation. We thought it was important to let the public know their behavior was not a representation of the LMP. We do not sanction such behavior, and we're going to investigate, and they're found culpable. Of course, the requisite actions are going to be taken.
So, my name is Strokon Flama and I work for DN News. How long your men going to stay here to ensure security of this property?
Well, Strokon, we will talk that at another point in time. Meanwhile, we are primarily concerned about what seems to be a misconduct of our law enforcement officers.
What would happen? How many men were killed? How many men?
Two guys were caught on the tape. So the two of them are the ones we're dealing with right now.
All right, so my name is Sam Simons. You ran a report for closely argument. Are you disappointed with your two officer action?
Absolutely.
That's what we are here for.
Absolutely. That's the only reason why we're addressing
less
the
than 30 minutes.
I mean, this happened in less than 30 minutes, and we are here to assure the public that their conduct is not a representation of the Liberia National Police. And trust me, I mean, they're going to be dealt with, and whatever actions that are going to be taken will be made known to the public.
Yes, sir. My name is Sam Kato. I report for Inside Liberia. Some officers, your officers that are here, do you have measures on them as to whether the way cameras are now on them, are you looking at them as well?
Correct. There are supervisors out in the field. I think you've been here since morning hours. So if you can see the 102 of the Liberia National Police here, so I mean, we got all of layers. The supervisory mechanism in place. Our guys are being supervised adequately. But I mean, there will always be slips through the cracks. And our duty here, we cannot control the behavior of all 5,000 men. Neither can us control the behavior of all 5 million citizens in Liberia. What we are responsible for is when you are caught in any act that is inimical to our profession or our conduct as law enforcement officers, we deal with you in accordance to what our code of standards are.
Prior to this scene, did you brief your men about their conduct?
A normal routine in every operation. Whether or not we are coming on a special operation, every morning before police officers are deployed, they are adequately briefed on what is expected of them while discharging their lawful duty. Thank you.
So, gentlemen, like you said, there's a total based representation of the Liberia National Police, and those caught on camera are being investigated.
So one of the news. So thank you, ladies and gentlemen. I mean, this is what we got so far. As we go on, we'll keep you adequately informed as the situation unfolds.
You say you found guns, ammunition here. How true is that?
This is the address.
You were here. You were here, so it's still fluid. We want to be sure of everything else, and we'll catalog it, and there will be a press release here after. But thanks for the coverage.
Have you been successful here?
We are clear. Well, I didn't come for success story. I only came to support the code in the process. I mean, the sheriffs were
okay, so Chief, one will.
Like I said, the situation is still fluid. They just been disrupted. I don't know the name of all 5,000.
Yeah, so Chief,
that information will soon be made known to the public in the soonest of possible.
Yeah, so Chief, one will say your actions on the headquarters of the CDC was too fast. What do you have to say?
Hello.
I'm here to support the sheriff.
Okay.
And he came to address
so maybe the sheriff can answer that question.
Thank you. Now don't talk about that. We'll talk to you.
So that was the force of police 102. Nancy Freeman informing us that the two officers who were caught on camera taking belongings that does not belong to them have been disrupted from the Liberia National Police headquarters, from the Liberia National Police, and in subsequent time they will be filed to Professional Standard Division for further investigation. The name is Samson Mosure. So let me just do a round of what happened here. So this is the outside of the CDC party headquarters. Yeah, every structure that is here at the moment has been demolished, including the most talked about sycamore tree has also been demolished. You see here, this was the entrance of the CDC headquarters, former CDC headquarters. You see police invasion took place early this morning by 5 o'clock. Early this morning by 5 o'clock, and this is it. This is the famous sycamore tree laying right on the ground there, being rooted, and the structure up there. And you see there, that's the Mona Pennon. This vocational school was named in honor of the late former representative Mona Yomba Pennon. They see the vocational school was also demolished. This is the compound of the CDC. This is how the compound of the CDC. Here you see people who are also doing their business, who also involved in business at the CDC party headquarters. This is what. So these are people who are involved in market, doing their business here at the party headquarters of the CDC. They trying to pack their goods and the remaining stuff that left there. So let me take you. So that was the official headquarters. This is where former President George Manawia, along with the party leadership, used to reside. You see there, it's been broken down into completely broken down and demolished by the excavator that were brought here today by the Liberia National Police in a court. So I just doing a round. So that was the stage that normally they used when CDC is having an occasion. That stage was where they used to gather and have their occasion. It was also demolished. The house that was built for the Secretary General Jefferson Tamakochi. This house was built by Jefferson Tamakochi. Let me take you there. I'm just doing a recap of what happened in here. So there was a structure here that was built. Excavator still working. The excavator is still doing their work. You see that's the excavator there doing their work, removing and breaking down stuff. This was the home of Secretary General of the CDC, Jefferson Tamakochi. This was where they formed the pistol, the ammunition. And also at the back of the CDC headquarters, you see there the excavator still doing work since this morning. This excavator been doing this work since this morning, and you see here the excavator still working. From 5 o'clock this morning, this excavator started working. It's still ongoing. If you're just joining us, please share the live broadcast. The name is Samson Mosire. Please share the live broadcast if you're just joining us. So you see the plastic chairs being removed and other belongings. So the police announced that the two officers who were caught on camera taking what does not belong to them has been immediately dismissed and fired. Excavator moving. So, very sad day for civilians around Another call. Taking another phone call.